That's the finished product. Some homemade bread. And we're rubbing butter all over it because that's delicious in America. Welcome to the Homestead. This is Marcus.
And I'm Julieta.
And we just wanted to do a little welcome video and show you guys around the farm, show you guys kind of what we got going on here. We wanted to get on YouTube. We've been thinking about doing it for a long time, and we just felt like the time was right. We homesteaded in Virginia, and we had a little garden, had pigs and chickens. We moved from there, moved back to Kansas, where somebody's from, and got a homestead out here. And we're going to document the whole thing this time and just let everybody in on our life and what we got going on and what goes on a homestead. None of the butterflies and rainbows. We want to try to show the real thing here. So try to show the good and the bad, and everything in between. So God bless us with our homestead, with our property. If it wasn't for a VA loan and God, really, we wouldn't really have it. So we moved back, and a lot of people told us, well, if you don't get the land, then you can't be mad. You know, maybe it's God's will. And I felt like, no, God wants us to have property. So,
Yeah.
so here we are, and we're going to document the whole thing and have tips and tricks and some DIYs, some homeschooling, fix some cars. I like working on cars, so I know there's some stuff that a lot of people would love, some little pointers and stuff here and there. And of course the homesteading stuff, but the real stuff, you know, fixing the tractor or our water line in the barn that keeps breaking every winter.
We're still learning.
No matter what we do, but as Julieta said, we're still learning. So we wanted to go for a walk, our afternoon walk, and let you guys kind of see the property. Let me flip you around here and show you guys what we got going on. We got our two dogs here, Dolly and Millie. Millie's our older Rottweiler. She's what, 9? Right, honey?
Yeah.
9. Dolly's a couple years old. So
2, maybe?
yeah. And then we have our little field here. This is back behind the barn. One day, it'd be wonderful to have horses and just have this as a little riding arena. It's might be a little small, but should be enough. And then we have pigs coming in a week, and this is going to be their home. Probably not right away, but it'll probably be
Their second home.
Yeah, probably their second home, right? Because we'll probably stick them over there behind our shed. Our goats are over there. And then we'll move them over here, maybe when the leaves on these little trees come in, and give them some shade in the summer. Because it is Kansas, and it's incredibly hot in the summer for no reason. And then in the winter, it's incredibly cold. I don't get it. This is our little pasture area. We're on 5 acres, so we move the goats around in the summer and let them eat all this down. I just mowed this yesterday because we had a lot of this. Try to cut that down and let some of that green stuff get in. So we have our goats over here. They kind of live next to our shed. And that's them crying. This is the real homestead life right now. Oh, we still had a minute. We made it. Dusty. There's our barn cat, Dusty. Well, let's go take a look at the chickens. That's our little pig area. Our pigs that we're getting next week will go in there. It was our garden area, but not this year, but that's a separate video, so don't look over there. We'll go take a look at the chickens. Now we have some chicks in our little coop here. They're on lockdown. We just put them out in the coop yesterday. So we keep them locked in there for a few days, and then open the door, let them out at night. This coop is all built with scrap material. I'll kind of go over, I built pretty much everything out here, so I'll have a video, I'll go over kind of building everything and what we did and all that. But they'll stay in there, and then we'll put a light on at night and get them used to coming out. This is our big coop, where all of our layers are at. I think we got 3 roosters in here. We got our big boy over there. We got his son over here. And then that's Winston, that's our frostbite rooster. He lost his comb and a bunch of toes. But we nursed him back, and he's a trooper. And he made it. So he was the big man on the block, and frostbite changed that all. So we have them in this net area. We put this net up over here. I mean, it barely gives any shade, but it's more for the hawks. Give them a place to run under. And I don't even know if it'll come out in the camera or not, but we put fishing line off of these posts here, and then CDs on the outside of the post, just to try to keep the hawks away. This seems to be working. They were very interested till I put the fishing lines and the CDs up, and then they don't really come around anymore. And this is our coop. So I'll go a little deeper into building it all and what it looks like in there. Maybe get you guys some ideas. It's held up pretty good. Knock on wood, it had a couple of strong storms. I'm talking borderline tornado type storms, and it's still standing. Not anchored or anything, and it's still there. We use these Premier nets. We had them out in Virginia, and they work really good. We moved the coop more out there. I built it different. I'll show you my mistake on this one that I probably won't do again, where I can't really move it. So we'll spend a day and trying to rebuild it somehow to be able to move it. But the grass grows fast enough in there that they can't really keep up with it anyway. So I got to go in there every once in a while and mow it down for them. Or they kind of look like Jurassic Park with the raptors running through the field. And that's what they look like. So, and then this is our goat area. And our goats stay over here in the winter time. And in the summertime, when the grass is growing good, they get all that field that they can't really keep up with either. And they'll just kind of run out there. That's a project of mine as well. I want to put some step-in posts, some T-posts, and set up some paddocks. And the pigs that we get, they'll be rotated throughout the field as well. But we got Allie. What's up, Allie girl? Let me turn off this fence so it doesn't get me. And we got Tilly. Maple. She's the boss lady. And then there's Luna. You'll hear her crying all the time. Luna's the one in the back there. Maybe she's got a hole in her stomach. I don't know. She's always hungry. What's up, Allie girl? What's up, boss lady? You're very curious, Maple. We need to get them some new water. The state. Hey, where you going? A lot of people told us when we moved back to Kansas that, hey, if you don't get the property, if you don't get the homestead that you had out in Virginia, that, don't be mad about it, or, accept it. But something in our hearts just told us that, hey, we're going to have this property. It's going to work out. And God is with us.
It was in our hearts already. Like, it was meant to be.
Right? Like, it was going to happen. There was no like, oh, hopefully we find a place. It was like, no, we're going to find a place and we're going to be out there. And I don't know if that was him telling us but here we are, and we're trying to make it work and just building, show you guys the raw and the real. We'll try to make the videos with as minimal editing as possible, just to kind of show you guys the realness out here. But hopefully you like the ride. Hopefully we can inspire others. I grew up in New York. I grew up in the city until about middle school, and then moved 45 minutes north.
I grew up in here in Wichita. Well, we're in Sedgwick, but you know, Wichita is like 25 minutes away from here. But I grew up there. I guess you can say I was a city girl. Never did I.
City life?
Huh?
City life?
City life. Never imagined that I was gonna be living the farm life. But here I am, living the farm life, baking. Never did I picture myself baking and stuff, and yeah, I'm loving it. Everybody said it's gonna be so hard. Can you guys really do it? It's hard, yeah. But
And stay tuned for another video on what they didn't tell you when you moved out to the country.
But I wouldn't want it any other way.
Stores are about 30, 40 minutes away. Well, closer to 30. So hopefully you don't forget anything in your recipe, or when I'm working on the cars and a part breaks and I got to spend the next hour in commute time just to try to go get that part. But we just wanted to get on here, show you guys a quick video of the farm, the homestead, and show you guys what's going on and treat you like family, and as if you're just coming over and we're just giving you a walk around, or you're joining us as we do a project on the farm, and hopefully you get some good information from it, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
Blessings.
Behind the scenes, we're going inside. We have the pizza cooking.
No, it's rising.
The pizza's rising. We don't know how long it's been rising.
Honey.
We're about to find out.